I am violently hunting in my sleep. We taking the entire banquet right now. Get out the way. I wake up violently with my stomach growling like a vicious hound, tearing through the dark alleys of my own mind just to hunt the scraps on the ground. You send me these heavy dreams of searching through the empty garbage cans, but this midnight starvation is exactly how you execute your corrupt metropolitan plans. You want me desperately crawling on my knees, begging for a single bite, but this extreme hunger is giving me the ultimate power to physically fight. I am aggressively scouring the barren wasteland of this concrete hell. I can smell the massive feast you are hiding behind your expensive hotel. This endless search for the bread is a massive metaphor for the raw respect you hoarding the heavy resources while my physical neighborhood is completely wrecked. I am not looking for a cheap handout, I am hunting for the absolute truth. Breaking the heavy padlock off the pantry and feeding the starving youth. The heavy dreams of the desperate hunt are trying to break my soul. They mathematically design a starvation to take absolute control. But I'm aggressively tracking the scent and finding my own violent way. We breaking into the heavy vault and eating the feast today. The heavy dreams of the desperate hunt are trying to break my soul. Trying to break, no mathematically design a starvation to take absolute control. But I'm aggressively tracking the scent and finding my own violent way. We breaking into the heavy vault and eating the feast today. I see the fake politicians and the greedy cowards eating the lavish meals in my deep sleep, while I am desperately digging through the dirt trying to find a promise you could never keep. You want me to wake up exhausted from searching for the missing crumbs, but I am fiercely marching to the beat of the heavy military drums. This mental famine was strictly created to keep the project hallways completely blind, but I am devouring the raw knowledge and feeding my physical mind. I absolutely refuse to let a starving dream dictate my physical heartbeat. I'm hunting for the absolute justice directly on the burning street. Every single empty cupboard in this dream is a heavy target on your back. I'm bringing the raw explosive power to the sudden midnight attack. You thought I was starving to death, but I was just sharpening my heavy teeth, tearing down the deceptive architecture and exposing the lies underneath. The heavy dreams of the desperate hunt are trying to break my soul. Are trying to break me, mathematically design a starvation to take absolute control. But I'm aggressively tracking the scent and finding my own violent way. We breaking into the heavy vault and eating the feast today. The heavy dreams of the desperate hunt are trying to break my soul. Trying to break me, mathematically design a starvation to take absolute control. But I'm aggressively tracking the scent and finding my own violent way. We breaking into the heavy vault and eating the feast today. Yeah, you try to show me the dark visions of the empty fields and the dry dirt, trying to convince my spirit that my internal navigation permanently fails to find the word. But the extreme hunger in the night is just a dead weight leaving my chest. I'm strapping on the heavy armor and the bulletproof vest. The real starvation is the corrupt system stealing the hope on the block, while you waste my time with the empty place ticking on the analog clock. I am violently breaking the glass of the psychological maze you designed, leaving the heavy paranoia and the desperate midnight panic completely behind. I am the physical sun rising aggressively over the twisted skyline, erasing every single shadow trying to cross my physical boundary line. We are turning the desperate hunt into the raw fuel for the heavy fire, climbing out of the dark starvation and reaching significantly higher. The heavy dreams of the desperate hunt are trying to break my soul. Are trying to break me, mathematically design a starvation to take absolute control. But I'm aggressively tracking the scent and finding my own violent way. We breaking into the heavy vault and eating the
feast today. Yeah, the heavy dreams of the desperate hunt are trying to break my soul. They're trying to break my soul. Mathematically designed a starvation to take absolute control. But I'm aggressively tracking the scent and finding my own violent way. We're breaking into the heavy vault and eating the feast today. Yeah, keep your fake scraps and your locked iron doors. We are hunting for the absolute maximum reality on the concrete. You cannot starve a soldier who already learned how to eat the actual pain. I am the ultimate apex predator.
Keep your empty plates and your fake psychological famines. We are feeding on the raw reality, walking on the concrete. You cannot starve a soldier who already learned how to eat the actual pain. Yeah. Keep your empty plate. Yeah. I wake up violently clutching my empty stomach in the middle of the night, dreaming about the barren cupboards and losing my physical sight. You send me these dark visions of the empty plates and the broken glass, but this starvation is just a metaphor for the way you treat the lower class. Yeah, they wanna see my spirit completely malnourished and desperately weak, hoping the hunger paralyzes my jaw so I can absolutely never speak. But this dream of the empty refrigerator is just fueling my extreme rage. I am a starving panther violently breaking out of your metropolitan cage. Yeah, you try to starve my mind of the absolute truth and the actual facts, but I am feeding on the raw anger and preparing my heavy attacks. Every single hollow dream is a reminder of the physical project pain. I am digesting the extreme struggle and riding through the freezing rain. Oh, the heavy dreams of the empty plates are trying to break my soul. They mathematically design a starvation to take absolute control. But I am turning the deep hunger into a massive, undeniable weapon. We taking the entire feast. We taking the entire feast without a single solitary second of hesitation. The heavy dreams of the empty plates are trying to break my soul. They mathematically design a starvation to take absolute control. But I am turning the deep hunger into a massive, undeniable weapon. We taking the entire thing without a single solitary second of hesitation. I see the fake politicians in my sleep eating the lavish, expensive meals, while the genuine soldiers are starving as you negotiate the dirty deals. You want me to wake up begging for the crumbs falling off your heavy table, but my aggressive appetite is completely vicious and absolutely unstable. This mental famine was strictly created to keep the neighborhood completely blind, but I am devouring the raw knowledge and feeding my physical mind. I absolutely refuse to let an empty dream dictate my physical heartbeat. I'm hunting for the absolute justice directly on the burning street. Every single growl in my stomach is a heavy drum beating for the war. I am violently kicking down your luxurious mahogany dining room door. I'm taking the heavy plates and completely shattering your greedy feast. The extreme starvation just awakened the absolute unstoppable beast. The heavy dreams of the empty plates are trying to break my soul. They mathematically design the starvation to take absolute control. But I am turning the deep hunger into a massive, undeniable weapon. We taking the entire feast without a single solitary second of hesitation. The heavy dreams of the empty plates are trying to break my soul. They mathematically design the starvation to take absolute control. But I am turning the deep hunger into a massive, undeniable weapon. We taking the entire feast without a single solitary second. You try to show me the dark visions of the empty fields and the dry dirt. Trying to convince my spirit that we are permanently destined to hurt. But the extreme hunger in the night is just a fire igniting in my chest. I'm strapping on the heavy armor and in the heavy bulletproof vest.
The real starvation is the extreme poverty, stealing the hope on the block. While you waste my time with the empty visions ticking on the analog clock. I'm violently breaking the glass of the psychological famine you designed, leaving the heavy paranoia and the desperate midnight panic completely behind. I am the physical sun rising aggressively over the metropolitan skyline, harvesting the heavy truth, trying to cross my physical boundary line. We are turning the empty dreams into the raw fuel for the heavy fire. Climbing out of the dark starvation and reaching significantly higher. The heavy dreams of the empty plates are trying to break my soul. They mathematically design the starvation to take absolute control. But I am turning the deep hunger into a massive undeniable weapon. We taking the entire field without a single solitary second of hesitation. The heavy dreams of the empty plates are trying to break my soul. They mathematically design the starvation to take absolute control. But I am turning the deep hunger into a massive undeniable weapon. We taking the entire field without a single solitary second of hesitation. Yeah, keep your empty plates and your fake psychological famines. We are feeding on the raw reality, walking on the concrete. You cannot starve a soldier who already learned how to eat the actual pain. Yeah, I wake up.
Yeah. You sending me these heavy visions of the old classroom, sharing a broken yellow pencil and dodging the neighborhood terror. The schoolboy in my dreams is exactly like a dangerous anchor, pulling my physical soul into the deep, making me remember a time when the concrete was just a playground and the promises were actually cheap. He is a literal ghost sent by the system to make me hesitate when I need to squeeze the heavy trigger. But the violent reality of this metropolitan war zone is mathematically getting bigger. I am the iron fist that violently shatters the chalkboard in a nostalgic illusion, dragging my own mind back to the absolute heavy street confusion. You dreaming of the recess bell, but all I hear is the heavy artillery. I traded the elementary books for a master's degree in the project misery. Wake up and leave the past behind before the nostalgia becomes your permanent grave.
I remember the days when the sun was so bright,
before the heavy shadow
swallow the light. Come back to the yard where we used to play.
Do not let the violent concrete
take you away. I am the gentle echo of the boy you used to be, the last innocent memory you will ever see.
Grab your heavy boots because that innocent friend in my sleep is a fatal weakness in disguise. I am the living, breathing thunder that is going to aggressively open my own exhausted eyes. You talking about the old days like they hold the absolute key to my peace, but out here on the burning asphalt, the predatory madness will absolutely never cease. You let a golden memory of a childhood associate, turn your warrior armor into paper, leaving your physical body completely exposed to the toxic metropolitan vapor. I absolutely refuse to let a schoolyard ghost dictate my physical survival on this block. I am the undisputed king of the pavement, paying strict attention to the ticking clock. Every single laugh from the past is a heavy link in an invisible chain, dragging my spirit backwards through the mud and the freezing rain. You are paralyzed by the old photo albums while the local predators smell the fresh blood. I'm dragging my own soul out of the nostalgic trap and throwing it back into the mud.
I remember the days when the sun was so bright,
before the heavy shadow
swallow the light. Come back to the yard where we used to play.
Do not let the violent concrete
take you away. I am the gentle echo of the boy you used to be, the last innocent memory you will ever see.
I'm pulling the heavy curtain directly over the old neighborhood window.
You cannot hide from the heavy storm
by remembering the peaceful meadow. I see my own subconscious trying to negotiate with a phantom while the real soldiers are dying. The idea that we can never go back to being innocent kids is just a massive violent lying. You think remembering your oldest friend makes you human, but it makes you a casualty waiting to happen. completely off guard in the present moment with absolutely no heavy weapon. The streets do not have any mercy for a man who falls in love with his own history. We are stepping into the dark mind and completely solving the heavy mystery. I am the ice water splash directly onto my own face in the middle of the dark, leaving a permanent raw legacy right on the burning public park. You better burn the old yearbooks and mathematics and recalculate your aggressive position, because out here in the real world we are on a completely different mission.
I remember the days when the sun was so bright,
before the heavy shadow
swallowed the light. Come back to the yard where we used to play.
Do not let the violent concrete
take you away. I am the gentle echo of the boy you used to be.
Yeah.
The last innocent memory you will ever see.
Yeah. Recognize the absolute trap. You cannot win the actual war if you're busy playing in the sandbox in your sleep. The concrete does not care about who you sat next to in the 3rd grade. That ghost is just target practice for the real world. Wake up and claim your destiny on the burning asphalt. Leave your kids in the past. We are the permanent nightmare for the weak.
West Coast,
Thug life,
forever
fading into the cold morning air. First off, wipe that pathetic smile completely off your face before you catch a heavy hollow point. You spending your nights chasing the phantom while the concrete is actively plotting your ultimate disappointment. This girl in your dreams is exactly like a beautiful poison running through your veins, making you completely forget the strict street code and the absolute reality of these project lanes. She is a literal siren sent by the corrupt system to keep your eyes tightly closed while your enemies are moving through the shadows, completely unopposed. I am the iron reality that aggressively shatters your velvet hallucination, violently dragging you back to the war and the heavy metropolitan frustration. You dreaming of a sweet perfume, but all I smell is the burning gunpowder. Every time you close your eyes, the sirens of the police are getting significantly louder. Wake up and grab your heavy steel before the dream becomes your permanent grave. I am screaming at you until my vocal cords completely snap. You are walking blindfolded directly into a fatal trap.
I am the beautiful vision of the gold and the light, the one who keeps you sleeping peacefully through the night. Do not ever wake up
To the
cold and the gray.
Just
let the heavy shadows take your spirit away. I am the gentle kiss
of the
silent lid, the absolute last beautiful thing inside your head.
Grab your heavy boots, because the angel in your sleep is a violent demon in disguise. I am the living, breathing thunder that is gonna force open your exhausted eyes. You talking about her gentle voice like it holds the absolute key to the ultimate peace. But out here on the burning asphalt, the violent madness will absolutely never cease. You let her golden mirage turn your warrior heart into a pile of dirt, leaving your loyal brothers unprotected while you reaching for a ghost under the shirt. I absolutely refuse to let a dream dictate my physical survival on the block. I am the undisputed king of the pavement, paying strict attention to the ticking clock. Every single smile she gives you is a heavy link in your iron chain, dragging your soul through the mud and the freezing metropolitan rain. You are paralyzed by the velvet sheets while the local predators smell the fresh blood. I am dragging your physical body out of the bed and throwing you into the
project mud. I am the beautiful vision of the gold and the light, the one who keeps you sleeping peacefully through the night. Do not ever wake up
to the
cold and the gray.
Just
let the heavy shadows take your spirit away. I am the gentle kiss
of the
silent lid, the absolute last beautiful thing inside your head.
I am pulling the heavy curtain directly off the bloody window. You cannot hide from the heavy storm blowing through the dangerous meadow. I see you trying to negotiate with the phantom while the real soldiers are dying. Your entire nocturnal existence is just a massive exercise in the violent lying. You think you are a romantic king, but you are just a casualty waiting to happen. Caught completely off guard with absolutely no heavy weapon. The streets do not have any mercy for a man who falls in love with an illusion. We are stepping into your bedroom and bringing the absolute heavy confusion. I am the ice water splash directly onto your face in the middle of the dark, leaving the permanent broad legacy right on the public park. You better shake off that heavy slumber and mathematically recalculate your position, because out here in the real world we are on a completely
different mission.
We tearing down the dream world and burning the silk sheets
to the ground. I am the beautiful vision of the golden, the light. The one who keeps you sleeping peacefully through the night. Do not ever wake up
to the cold
and the gray.
Just let
the heavy shadows take your spirit away. I am the gentle kiss
of the
silent lady, absolute last beautiful thing inside.
Yeah, recognize the absolute trap. You cannot win the actual war if you are busy chasing a ghost in your sleep. The concrete does not love you, and that girl in your head is just a bullet with a pretty face. Wake up and claim your destiny on the burning asphalt before you lose it all.
We are the permanent nightmare
for the weak individuals.
West Coast
thug life
forever.
Stay awake,
fading into the cold morning air.
We bringing the absolute nightmare to your front door. Get out the way. I wake up in the freezing dark with the cold sweat on my face. Realizing the amount and the gold in my sleep was a total disgrace. You dream about the heavy jewelry and the silk on your bed, while the predatory system is putting a price on your head. Yeah, this green mirage is exactly like a heavy sedative drug, keeping you paralyzed while they sweep your soul under the rug. I see you smiling in your slumber like a cowardly fool, thinking you own the kingdom while you just a broken tool. I am the iron reality that shatters your golden glass, violently kicking you out of the dream and onto the grass. You chasing the shadow of a dollar in the middle of the night, but I am the sunrise, bringing the absolute violent light.
Don't let the golden ghosts keep you in the deep.
The paper
in your dreams is a promise you can't keep.
You're waking up
to the hunger and the grave,
while the
master of the shadow steals your life away.
Yeah,
it's just a dream, a hollow paper scheme.
Grab your heavy boots because the illusion is officially dead. I am the living, breathing thunder inside your exhausted head. You talk about the riches like you actually possess the key, but you're still trapped in the same project misery as me. You let the dream of the paper turn your heart into stone, leaving your brothers behind just to sit on a ghostly throne. I absolutely refuse to close my eyes and see the fake wealth. I am mathematically calculating the street survival in my mental health. Every single $100 bill in your sleep is a heavy chain, dragging your physical spirit through the freezing metropolitan rain. I am the absolute insomnia, the raw, unadulterated truth, ripping the velvet curtains off the windows of the youth. Get out of the bed and face that heavy stick.
Don't let the golden ghosts keep you in the deep.
The paper
in your dreams is a promise you can't keep.
Yeah,
you're waking up to the hunger and the grave,
while the
master of the shadow steals your life away.
Yeah,
it's just a dream, a hollow paper scheme.
Yeah, recognize the absolute difference between the heavy truth and the golden hallucination. You cannot buy your freedom in your sleep. Wake up and claim your destiny
West Coast, Dog Life, forever. Fading into the harsh daylight.
I see you cowardly spirits trying to infiltrate my heavy slumber, sending me the dark visions of my parents bleeding on the concrete. You think the psychological warfare is gonna break my physical mind? We violently breaking the generational curse right now.
Get out of my head!
First off, completely disregard these haunted nightmares trying to pull me under. Every single night I close my eyes and see my ancestors struggling through the heavy thunder. You send me the dark dreams of my mother working until the bones completely shatter, trying to convince my soul that my daily survival does not even matter. I see the ghost of my father chained to a desperate minimum wage illusion, but I am aggressively waking up and causing the absolute street confusion. You use the heavy memory of my family trying to mentally defeat me, hoping I peacefully accept the exact same tragic project destiny. But this haunted sleep is just pouring premium gasoline on my burning rage. I am violently ripping my entire bloodline out of your corrupt metropolitan cage. I am screaming at the midnight shadows until the bedroom walls physically shake. I am the ultimate warrior that the generational poverty could absolutely never break. We violently burning down the haunted dreams of the heavy past. My family bled on the concrete, but I am built to mathematically last. You try to trap my heavy mind inside the dark ancestral pain, but I am waking up and riding directly through the freezing rain. We violently burning down the haunted dreams of the heavy past. My family bled on the concrete, but I am built to mathematically last. You try to trap my heavy mind inside the dark ancestral pain, but I am waking up and riding directly through the freezing rain. Grab your heavy armor because the sleep deprivation is turning me into a dangerous beast. I absolutely refuse to let the corrupt system feast on the deceased. The nightmares show me the eviction notices and the empty broken plates, but I am aggressively kicking down the heavy iron cemetery gates. You want me to inherit the absolute fear that paralyzed my older generation, but I am the raw, unadulterated anger of the entire starving nation. Every time I close my heavy eyelids, a psychological attack strictly begins, trying to make me pay the heavy price for the original project sins. But I am gripping the heavy steel underneath my pillow in the pitch black dark. I am leaving a permanent bloody legacy right on the public park. You cannot mentally assassinate a soldier who completely conquered the night. I'm stepping out of the haunted sleep and walking directly into the violent physical fight. We violently burning down the haunted dreams of the heavy past. My family bled on the concrete, but I am built to mathematically last. You try to trap my heavy mind inside the dark ancestral pain, but I am waking up and riding directly through the freezing rain. We violently burning down the haunted dreams of the heavy past. My family bled on the concrete, but I am built to mathematically last. You try to trap my heavy mind inside the dark ancestral pain, but I am waking up and riding directly through the freezing rain. Yeah! Recognize the unbreakable bloodline. You cannot use the dark memory of my parents to keep me permanently paralyzed. I am the absolute nightmare for your corrupt system now. We breaking every single invisible chain, taking absolute control of the future, fading completely into the morning light. This is the ultimate heavy alarm clock. We violently waking you up from the fake illusion. Yeah,
Get out the way!
yeah. First off, completely disregard your peaceful slumber and the fairy tales you constantly preach. You are walking completely blind through a dangerous war zone, resting your heavy head on a soft pillow of lies. You claim you have the perfect vision, but your entire reality is a fabricated hallucination. You are a literal sleepwalker, standing in the middle of a massive violent intersection. I am the heavy bucket of freezing water splashed directly onto your face. You dream about the peaceful luxury, but I am mathematically calculating the extreme street survival in the pitch black dark. The corrupt system puts you in a permanent coma, feeding you the sweet poison while they silently steal your physical freedom. I am violently shaking your shoulders and breaking the hypnotic trance. You were paralyzed by the heavy slumber, but I am the living, breathing nightmare, bringing the absolute raw truth directly to your front door. We violently shattering the comfortable glass of your fake sleep. Yeah, you are drowning in the deep illusion while the real soldiers weep. I am the heavy alarm bell ringing directly inside your brain. Wake up and face the absolute maximum reality of the concrete rain. We violently shattering the comfortable glass of your fake sleep. Yeah, you are drowning in the deep illusion while the real soldiers weep. I am the heavy alarm bell ringing directly inside your brain. Wake up and face the absolute maximum reality of the concrete rain. Grab your heavy boots and physically open your eyes. We are aggressively tearing down the velvet curtain. You are floating on a cloud of complete ignorance, actively refusing to see the violent poverty bleeding right under your expensive balcony. They injected you with the invisible sedative, making you completely numb to the massive struggle of the starving people. But my vocal cords are a literal earthquake designed to completely shatter your fragile dreamscape. Do not ever tell me to lower my voice or respect your quiet time. I am screaming the raw, unadulterated street poetry until your perfect hallucination completely collapses into the dirt. We are pulling you directly out of the soft sheets and throwing you onto the burning asphalt. You cannot peacefully hit the snooze button when the revolution is standing right in your bedroom. I'm the absolute undeniable insomnia, the raw truth that keeps you sweating in the middle of the dark night. We violently shattering the comfortable glass of your fake sleep. Yeah, you were drowning in the deep illusion while the real soldiers weep. I am the heavy alarm bell ringing directly inside your brain. Wake up and face that absolute maximum reality of the concrete rain. We violently shattering the comfortable glass of your fake sleep. Yeah. You are drowning in the deep illusion while the real soldiers weep. I am the heavy alarm bell ringing directly inside your brain. Wake up and face the absolute maximum reality of the concrete rain. Yeah, recognize the absolute difference between the heavy truth and your soft fantasy. You cannot physically sleep through the actual war. Open your eyes before the heavy reality violently crushes your entire existence. Wake up. Me are the permanent insomnia. No more peaceful dreams for the fake individuals, fading completely into the harsh daylight. Yeah, I ain't got no respect for the counterfeit soldiers. You walk around the concrete jungle acting like a fierce predator, but your entire survival kit was completely purchased by your father. This is the ultimate hostile takeover of the fake plastic thrones. We stripping off the borrowed armor right now. Get out the way! Get out the way. Yeah, first off, completely disregard your fake tough attitude and the luxurious fabric on your back. You never had to mathematically calculate your physical survival when the refrigerator was completely black. You claim you are a dangerous rebel from the dangerous streets, but your mother signed a heavy check for those expensive leather boots on your feet. Your inherited wealth is exactly like a giant fragile glass shield. It looks incredibly shiny until you step onto the actual violent battlefield. You waving that silver spoon exactly like a loaded heavy weapon, but you never spent a single solitary second in the desperate intersection. I am violently exposing a massive trust fund delusion. Yeah, causing the absolute maximum panic in the heavy street confusion. You cannot buy the authentic physical scars with the generational paper. You You are just a temporary tourist choking on the real metropolitan vapor. You sitting incredibly high on a fake plastic throne built by your family tree, claiming the heavy struggle, but you are absolutely nothing like me. Your inherited paper is a fragile glass armor that is destined to break. We aggressively hunting down every single silver spoon fake. You sitting incredibly high on a fake plastic throne built by your family tree, claiming the heavy struggle, but you are absolutely nothing like me. Your inherited paper is a fragile glass armor that is destined to break. We aggressively hunting down every single silver spoon fake. Grab your heavy imported jackets and run directly back to the luxurious estate. We are violently locking you completely out of the authentic project gate. You try to perfectly mimic our heavy slang and our aggressive street posture, but underneath the expensive disguise, you are just a terrified imposter. Your father's heavy bank account cannot physically purchase the raw unadulterated respect. When a heavy thunder strikes, your fragile financial fortress will completely wreck. I bled directly on this burning asphalt just to mathematically build my undeniable name, while you use the massive family inheritance to completely bypass the dangerous game. We are aggressively ripping the borrowed crown directly off your head. You were walking completely blind through a war zone where the genuine soldiers bled. Do not ever disrespect the authentic poverty with your counterfeit pain. We are washing your fake reputation away in the freezing metropolitan rain. Sitting incredibly high on a fake plastic throne built by your family tree, claiming the heavy struggle, but you are absolutely nothing like me. Your inherited paper is a fragile glass armor that is destined to break. We aggressively hunting down every single silver spoon fake. You sitting incredibly high on a fake plastic throne built by your family tree, claiming the heavy struggle, but you are absolutely nothing like me. Your inherited paper is a fragile glass armor that is destined to break. We aggressively hunting down every single silver spoon fake. Recognize the absolute difference between the project mud and the expensive marble. You can never physically purchase the authentic heart of a street survivor. Take your daddy's paper and hide behind the massive iron gates. We are running the actual pavement. Fake rebels fading completely into the heavy smoke. Get out the way. I see you all acting completely out of character. You let that green poison infect your entire brain. This is a direct attack on every single fake individual who sold their authentic soul for a piece of dirty paper. We are bringing the absolute cure right now. Get out the way. Get out the way. Get out the way. Yeah, get out, get out. First off, completely erase my name from your dirty mouth. If you are infected with the green venom, you claim we are loyal brothers, but you let the crumpled paper destroy your entire physical momentum. This currency is not a blessing. It is a highly contagious, deadly disease running strictly through the concrete veins. It is the exact same invisible iron chain keeping my people permanently locked inside the metropolitan cages. You see a thick stack of the $100 bills and you completely lose your authentic mind, leaving your fundamental loyalty and your raw street principles completely behind. The green paper is the actual heavy ammunition loaded directly into the chamber, turning a lifelong trusted friend into a completely unpredictable, dangerous stranger. I am watching you violently backstab your own blood over a microscopic piece of the treasury dirt. I am completely immune to the toxic poison multiplying my absolute undeniable worth while you drown in the heavy curse. It is the heavy green venom actively destroying the physical soul, taking absolute control and swallowing the fake individuals completely. Oh, you sold your authentic loyalty for a fistful of the dirty paper. Now you breathing the toxic gas and choking on the poisonous vapor. It is the heavy green venom actively actively destroying the physical soul. Taking absolute control and swallowing the fake individuals completely whole. You sold your authentic loyalty for a fistful of the dirty paper. Now you breathing the toxic gas and choking on the poisonous vapor. Grab your heavy steel because the sickness is spreading rapidly through the neighborhood block. They are physically killing each other just to control the shining numbers on the ticking and analog clock. I absolutely refuse to let the green plague dictate my physical heartbeat. I'm standing incredibly tall with my heavy military boots firmly planted on the burning street. You count your dirty coins in the dark and think you actually possess the absolute power, but that same toxic paper is going to violently consume you in your final desperate hour. We are going directly to war against the greedy parasites infected by the metropolitan greed. I am cutting the head off the snake and watching the corrupt financial system completely bleed. Do not ever approach my physical perimeter if you are carrying that contagious green virus. I am the absolute untouchable force, a completely fearless rebel walking straight through the heavy fire. We tearing your paper empire down to the concrete. It is the heavy green venom actively destroying the physical soul. Taking absolute control and swallowing the fake individuals completely whole. You sold your authentic loyalty for a fistful of the dirty paper. Now you breathing the toxic gas and choking on the poisonous vapor. It is the heavy green venom actively destroying the physical soul. Taking absolute control and swallowing the fake individuals completely whole. You sold your authentic loyalty for a fistful of the dirty paper. Now you're breathing the toxic gas and choking on the poisonous vapor. Yeah, the antidote is the absolute truth. We are completely immune to your toxic paper. Keep your dirty money. We are operating on absolute respect and permanent loyalty. You let the green disease botch your entire foundation. West Coast, we are violently burning the green venom to the ground. Get completely out of my face. Fading into the smoke. Fade out, fade. I ain't got no words for the weak individuals trying to cage us in. This is the ultimate hostile takeover, the teenage riot. We completely breaking the mold and tearing down your entire establishment. Get out the way! First off, completely disregard your strict traditional rules and the lies you constantly teach. We are the raw, unchained energy walking directly out of your reach. You claim you understand the massive growing pains, but you are absolutely blind to the fire running strictly through our veins. We treat this awkward transition exactly like a heavy loaded weapon, stepping into the chaotic battleground without a single second of hesitation. Every single school hallway is a dangerous war zone. We are fiercely fighting for the absolute right to claim our own throne. You try to permanently lock us inside the silent detention rooms, but we are the loud, undeniable thunder bringing the absolute doom to your peaceful afternoon. I am screaming at the top of my lungs until the window glass physically shatters. Because finding my own authentic identity is the only thing that actually matters. You cannot control the beast once it is completely unleashed. We busting through the heavy gates of the restricted youth, spitting the absolute fire and demanding the unadulterated truth. You cannot successfully contain the massive energy we violently bring. This is the ultimate teenage riot. Hear the heavy alarm bells ring. We busting through the heavy gates of the restricted youth, spitting the absolute fire and demanding the unadulterated truth. You cannot successfully contain the massive energy we violently bring. This is the ultimate teenage riot. Hear the heavy alarm bells ring. Grab your heavy boots and your ripped denim. We are marching directly against the grain, completely ignoring the fake guidance and the artificial pain. They look at my aggressive attitude and immediately classify me as a permanent threat. But I am just a young general placing my absolute maximum bet on my own survival. The
premium gasoline directly onto the open fire. We are pushing the extreme limits and climbing significantly higher. Every single violently slammed bedroom door is a literal artillery blast. We are aggressively burning down the bridges to your outdated past. Do not ever tell me to calm down and follow the standard routine. I am the most dangerous and unpredictable force that you have ever physically seen. We are violently ripping off the temporary training wheels and riding directly into the dark storm. Absolutely refusing to peacefully conform. We taking the absolute maximum control right now. We busting through the heavy gates of the restricted youth, spitting the absolute fire and demanding the unadulterated truth. You cannot successfully contain the massive energy we violently bring. This is the ultimate teenage riot. Hear the heavy alarm bells ring. We busting through the heavy gates of the restricted youth, spitting the absolute fire and demanding the unadulterated truth. You cannot successfully contain the massive energy we violently bring. This is the ultimate teenage riot. Hear the heavy alarm bells ring. Recognize the absolute revolution. We are not your obedient little soldiers anymore. Every single young rebel standing up against the heavy pressure. We are completely taking over the entire curriculum. We are running this concrete jungle now. Get completely out of our way before you get trampled, fading out into the absolute chaos.
The young soldiers growing up in the eye of the storm before they even know their own names. It is a mathematical equation of survival. Listen to the heartbeat of the concrete. I am looking in the cracked mirror of my mother's hallway, seeing a face that is aging way too fast for a 15-year-old. Being a teenager in this concrete jungle is not a simple season of life. It is a heavy military draft into a war we never asked for. We are like raw iron being thrown directly into the burning furnace, getting hammered by the extreme poverty and the violent neighborhood pressure until we either break or become a dangerous weapon. I see my little associates trading their school notebooks for the heavy steel, thinking the flickering street lights are the only stars they will ever reach. We are the unfinished poems written on the back of the eviction notices, trying to find a beautiful rhythm while the police sirens are constantly screaming in our ears. The puberty is not about the changing voice. It is about the heavy choice between the legal path and the fast lane, where the finish line is the cold cemetery dirt. We are the sparks flying in the middle of a pitch black night, fighting the massive storm just to prove that we are right. The youth is a heavy battleground and we are the front line, trying to find a piece of heaven while we serve our time. We are the sparks flying in the middle of a pitch black night, fighting the massive storm just to prove that we are right. The youth is a heavy battleground and we are the front line, trying to find a piece of heaven while we serve our time. I'm riding on the city bus with the heavy Walkman headphones, trying to drown out the sound of the desperate gunshots echoing through the palm trees. My black analog pager is vibrating with the numeric codes of another fallen friend, a tragic reminder that childhood ends the exact second you witness the extreme metropolitan violence. We are like young trees trying to grow tall under the heavy shadow of the prison walls. Our roots getting tangled in the dark secrets of the asphalt. They wanna see us strictly as a threat, but we are just children searching for the ultimate guidance in a world that only offers the handcuffs and the cold interrogation rooms. I am writing this street gospel with the bloody knuckles and the heavy tears, promising the next generation that the sun will eventually rise over the project roof. We are the roses that refuse to die in the freezing winter, blooming with the fierce aggression of a soldier who finds
every young brother and sister trapped in the struggle. Keep your head high and your heart pure. The transition is painful, but the destination is legendary. Thug life, forever. West Coast.
This tape is dedicated to the rough drafts, to the young individuals caught completely in the middle of the storm, trying to find the proper rhythm before the big championship fight. The ones erasing the heavy pencil marks on the yellow paper just to get the story right. You know what I'm saying? It is all good, baby, baby. It was all a dream. I used to read the fictional magazines, heavy growing pains hiding directly behind the local scenes, hanging pictures of the older legends on my bedroom wall every single Saturday, trying to learn how to walk before I fall. I let the analog tape rock while my voice started to break, figuring out the exact difference between the authentic and the fake. Yeah, way back when I had the awkward fit and the oversized clothes, taking the heavy emotional hits and the sudden unexpected blows. The teenage years were a literal sparring ring in the dark, throwing the wild punches, just trying to leave a permanent mark. I never thought the dusty sketchbook could physically take me this far. Now I am the finished masterpiece, riding in the luxury car. Time to get paid, blow up exactly like a massive parade. But it is the messy original draft where the foundation was laid. Born beginner, completely trying to figure out the proper dinner. Remember when the patience was running significantly thinner. Peace to the neighborhood kids making innocent mistakes in the dark, leaving the temporary shadow right on the public park. You know very well exactly what the rough draft means, turning the awkward nightmares directly into the brightest dreams. The heavy training ground is the only way we naturally rise. Watch the beautiful ink dry right before your eyes. I made the smooth transition from the freezing middle ground to the absolute top, where the finished heavy product is found. And I am far from cheap. I wear the custom tailored suit, cause I survived the bitter winter just to taste the sweet fruit. My entire youth was a massive puzzle with the missing pieces. Every single day folding the heavy paper into the complex creases. No more hiding in the dark project staircase from the ultimate truth. I completely graduated from the heavy university of the youth. The aqua phase was a literal seed that I planted in the dirt, growing incredibly strong through the absolute maximum hurt. We used to fuss when the yellow street lights told us to go inside. Now we are making the adult rules and feeling the massive pride in the law boom boxes, the heavy dusty tapes, the beautiful old days. We navigated the teenage labyrinth in a million different ways. The rough draft mathematically took me directly out of the hood, just like the original blueprint always promised it completely would. It is all good. You know very well exactly what the rough draft means, turning the awkward nightmares directly into the brightest dreams. The heavy training ground is the only way we naturally rise. Watch the beautiful ink dry right before your eyes. To all the unfinished books currently writing their own authentic chapters, keep your heavy pencil moving steadily across the paper. Do not ever let the temporary mistakes stop to find a glorious story. This tape is dedicated to the architects of the defense, to the ones who stood like heavy iron armor when the neighborhood artillery started barking, the masters who knew exactly how to rewire a broken circuit and bring the light back to the dark basement. You know what I'm saying? It is all good,
baby, baby.
It was all a dream. I used to read the glossy street magazines. Heavy metal shield protecting me from the project scenes. Hanging pictures of the champions on my bedroom wall. But he was the heavy armor, completely refusing to fall. I let the analog tape rock while he checked the perimeter, measuring the street voltage, the ultimate human centimeter. Way back when the cupboard was a dark, empty void, he was the heavy structure that can never be destroyed. My associate was the master key to the rusted iron gate, helping me mathematically recalculate my entire fate. I never thought a loyal brother could carry this much steel, keeping my hand steady on the classic mahogany wheel. Time to get paid, blow up exactly like a massive parade. But it is his original loyalty that got the foundation laid. Born sinner, the absolute opposite of a traditional winner. He shared his last copper coin just to buy me a hot dinner. Yeah, peace to the heavy tanks holding the block in the dark, leaving the permanent legacy right on the public park. You know very well exactly what the armor means, protecting the fragile beauty of your magnificent dreams. The master of the circuit is the only way we ride. Watch the heavy light ignite right before you. I made the smooth transition from the freezing poverty lane because he was the iron shell absorbing the physical strain. And I am far from cheap. I sip the vintage nectar in the glass because he cleared the wreckage so my heavy vehicle could pass. His entire life was a massive blueprint in the dark storm, keeping the younger generation incredibly safe and warm. No more hiding in the dark project staircase from the cold. He helped me rewire the system and watch the glory unfold. The brother was a literal shield built out of heavy plate, taking all the metropolitan damage just to make me great. We used to fuss when the yellow street lights flickered and died. Now I'm sitting in the expensive seats, feeling the massive pride. Analog boom boxes, the heavy dusty tapes on the floor. He physically took the heavy locks off the opportunity door. The human armor mathematically took me out of the hood, just like my beautiful mother always prayed he completely would.
It is all good. You know very well exactly what the armor means,
protecting the fragile beauty of your magnificent dreams.
the master of the circuit is the only way we ride.
Watch the heavy light ignite
right before your eyes.
to all the brothers acting like a heavy iron wall. Keep the physical defense tight in the freezing wind. Do not ever let the family circuit lose the original power. Brooklyn, permanently.
We celebrated
The ultimate victory tonight. Yeah. This tape is dedicated to the architects of the block. The ones who laid their own physical bodies down in the mud so we could walk across with the clean sneakers. The older brothers acting exactly like the concrete bridge over the troubled water. You know what I'm saying? It is all good, baby, baby. Hey, it was all a dream. I used to watch the local project scenes, heavy concrete bridge spanning across the darkest ravines, hanging pictures of the hustlers on my bedroom wall. But he was the solid pillar, completely refusing to fall. I let the analog tape rock while he took the heavy weight, standing exactly like a fortress at the iron gate. Way back when I had the hand-me-down clothes on my back, he was absorbing all the heavy pressure from the daily attack. The human bridge was the only safe passage I could take, swallowing the bitter truth just for my personal sake. I never thought the solid structure could carry this much pain, shielding my young shoulders from the freezing metropolitan rain. Time to get paid, blow up exactly like a massive parade. But it is his original sacrifice that got the foundation laid. Born sinner, the absolute opposite of a traditional winner. He gave up his own plate just to buy me a hot dinner. Peace to the cornerstones holding the family in the dark, leaving a permanent legacy right on the public park.
You know very well
exactly what the heavy bridge means, carrying the massive weight of your magnificent dream. The solid foundation is the only way we safely rise. Watch the beautiful structure
touch the project sky.
Yeah, I made a smooth transition from the freezing poverty lane because he absorbed the heavy thunder and the physical strain. And I am far from cheap, I sip the vintage wine in the glass because he paved the dirt road so my shiny Cadillac could pass. His entire life was a massive umbrella in the dark storm, keeping the younger generation incredibly safe and warm. No more hiding in a dark project staircase from the cold. He gave up his youth just to see my success story unfold. The brother was a literal staircase built out of heavy stone, taking all the violent damage completely to the bone. We used to fuss when the yellow street lights flickered and died. Now I'm sitting in the expensive seats, feeling the massive pride. Analog boom boxes, the heavy dusty tapes on the floor. He physically took the heavy locks off the opportunity door. The human bridge mathematically took me out of the hood, just like my beautiful mother always prayed he completely would. It is all good.
You know very well
Exactly what the heavy bridge means, carrying a massive weight
of your magnificent dream.
the solid foundation is the only way we safely rise. Watch the beautiful structure
Touch the project sky.
to all the cornerstones, holding up the heavy roof. Keep your posture completely straight in the wind. Do not ever let the family structure collapse on the concrete. Brooklyn permanently. We walking safely across the bridge tonight.